Hi guys, it's me, just Lunching again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the month of Halloween, October in 2025, I shall be doing a bonus video on Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. Now, when I originally made this movie, it was about the same time that Jurassic World came out. So I made the mistake of calling this one The Lost World. The other one was in some way like a sequel, a direct sequel to this. So, yeah, I made a little mistake once, not gonna do it again. But, I like this movie. Like quite a bit. But, there is a little bit of a mistake in this one that I might point out from the back of the movie case. What's that look like to you? It looks like pterodactyls. Now, although there are some new species in this movie, like the Casaurs in the comic group, there are no pterodactyls to speak of. I think that the flying bit, when they escaped the island, I think that could be in the next one, the J3. But there are no pterodactyls in this movie whatsoever that I can think of offhand. So I don't know why they were advertising for this thing. But maybe it was supposed to be like, oh, look how majestic they are until they rip off your face. So this continues on from the first movie, in which there's a slight beat at time. And the thing is that on the second island, there are people that go there on like vacation and stuff. Now I would imagine there'd be like a international warning against such things. But stupid rich white people don't listen to warning agenda. They're just for the boring people, the common people. And the two parents go there with the young daughter, and eventually the daughter ends up finding out why they don't want anyone on the island. Because she gets invited to dinner by a bunch of compies, literally be dinosaurs that look a lot like raptors. And you make a meal out of her too. So, they do away with the girl. And the mother just stands there screaming, like, ah! Now, we don't know exactly what happened to her. Maybe the compy ate her too. And as well the other members too, like the father and the other crew. But we know that the daughter is definitely dead. But we don't know why the mother just stood there and screamed. That would mean I would be eaten alive. My parents would probably try to bat them away, try to kill them, try to shoot them, or get them with fire or something. So this is kind of a negligence on the parents' fault. So then we get a cut directly to see Jeff Goldblum, Ian Malcolm screaming, and God bless Jeff Goldblum. He's an excellent actor and a national treasure, a credit to the human species. But yeah, it's probably one of the most iconic roles. But I will always do him as the fly, as the butterfly. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's how I always know him for. the horror icon of the butterfly from the Fly Village in 1988, I believe. So in any case, we got him and go to see John Hammond again. Because John wants to send him over to the site meet this time to go do some more nature work. Not do anything crazy, because you know that it's like, he and the others are almost devoured by giant dinosaurs. So in this one, you just want to do it like a nature site type of thing, which I can get on with that. That's a good plan. And he has 3 folders. And when I say folders, I mean like little mini books about this thing. And each of the people that he's going to be sending probably 4 people. One of them is a car. The other guy is Vince Vaughn. And the other one is very conveniently not, he doesn't say the name of the person that is going there. For a reason I will tell you in a minute. Well, himself too. So he's very, I recommend it, very, suited because of his prior experience dealing with dinosaurs. So he has to go. So he has to go there. And he investigates who the last person is, who he doesn't know the name of or anything about the person. Turns out that it's Sarah, his girlfriend at the time. So he wants to go there to the island to prevent her from getting eaten, from becoming someone's red-headed meal, because this movie is so top trend in these movies of having an attractive redheaded girlfriend, or just an attractive redheaded girlfriend movie, and she does that pretty well in it, and she doesn't need something to do. But apart from running away, not getting snack on by somebody. So she's over there, and they go there, and they're more prepared for it this time, which I like it in these type of movies. I like when the second go round, they realize their mistakes, and then they are more prepared for it. They're more prepared for accidents, getting eaten alive, that type of thing. And they're more prepared for what these creatures are capable of. So then they go over there, and they have all kinds of vehicles, all kinds of technology, weapons, in case they have any other problems like they did beforehand. And we also meet Ian's daughter, stepdaughter, I mean, and her daughter, and she looked adopted, if you ask me, but maybe possible that she's his own. Although, is that okay? I'm not gonna be around the bushes. She's a black girl, but the funny thing is that if you have a person of mixed heritage, the offspring tend to be lighter skinned than either like parent. So I don't know why they picked this girl for it. She obviously doesn't look like a mixed person. So there's some very racist remarks about that in the movie. And that's not right. It's not her fault that she was picked for this role. It's not her fault that she looks the way she does. They shouldn't pick her for this role. They should pick somebody else. But yeah, this movie is quite good for other reasons. And so the racists are probably gonna be eaten alive. So anyway, they have they have Pete Populate as well, the big game hunter for the other guys, and Jin that wanna capture the dinosaurs for making the museum piece and making a lot of attraction in San Diego, because it worked so well the first time. I mean, really, they're trying to get again and again, try something that we know will probably lead to multiple murders, multiple deaths, multiple injuries, and a bunch of animals that loose in the wild. So anyway, they have this group that wants to take over and hunt these animals. And then you have the Jeff Goldblum group that just wants to study the animals, take pictures of them, and study them and stuff like that. But you and more plays Sarah, and it's kind of weird because she did discover that. Remember the scene, the seat that they had in the first movie with the dinosaurs get out. They can only eat scene rich things or they would die. One turn out they find scene rich plants, and then when they eat the plants, they end up feeding into the bigger dinosaurs, the carnivores. Which doesn't make sense because if they eat glycine for themselves, all that stuff will be digested. So by the time it gets to the big dinosaurs, it would be a sufficient amount for the herbivores to have extra in the fat cells and the meat and whatever else. So that wouldn't work that good. So anyway, Sarah does her best, and the very funny scene with her in the Stegosaurus, when she gets close to them, and she disrupts the baby with the camera. Now, this is actually quite good, because it shows that she's very curious and very she doesn't really think about danger that much. Plus, we mirror what happened later on in the movie when she takes on a baby T-Rex. But then we introduce the other group of people, the evil Indian group that want to take the dinosaurs back home with them, and they do it in a much more savage way, with vehicles and chase the vehicles and things like that. And you trick laser darts and guns and all that stuff to harm the animals and to rope them in by force. And they even got a Hummer in it. I love Hummers. And yes, I'm talking about the car in there too. So yeah, you have to that they won't prepare for like the military strike against animals. Innocent, cute animals with razor-sharp teeth that will undoubtedly rip people's heads and eat their faces off. And they even have their own they have people proper fruit as well as regular Dracula, and all up to the history, but they also played the devil Constantine. So anyway, they have him there who likes to torture and electrocute copies, which by the way they get the revenge on him too. Anyway, what happens is our heroes will watch as they take on these animals and they tranquilize them and all that stuff in the most heartless way possible. And we see them over there on a man they're taking them in just T-Rex, taking them in just like a dome head, whatever her name is, and they're packing them and then trying to sell it. And it's quite interesting the way they portray the animals as innocent and cute, and they're God's creation, they're like big puppy dogs or big cows or whatever. And then they forget when they get eaten up and they get loose and they start ravaging people and all that. And then, oh yeah, they even have their own Pierce Mayor, which is the guy that abused the companies and gets eaten up in the process to it in the middle of the movie. And pause a second, and I found him. And they also have all this tower here. I don't know what he is, but it's quite funny. Anyway, they also have their own dino specialist. It's like I like this guy. He's also in the Jurassic Park video game, Jurassic Park 2 video game, but I never played it. But I heard about him the AVGN. Anyway, he's very interesting in the way he died, because when they're being chased by a T-Rex, he died by getting creeped out by a snake, and then he went into T-Rex's mouth. Very interesting, considering that he was the dino expert, and he would always try to give people information about the various dinosaurs, even without them having asked for it. That was like a little bit annoying, but still, it was my guy. Unfortunately, he died. So, there's also, now, Pete Pupplefoot is supposed to be the big game hunter, right? So his main price for going on this little adventure is to be able to hunt the buck, the big badass T-Rex. And yeah, he does get to do it, but before he does it, guy beat the T-Rex out. And there's also gotta be like a little test to see the parental instinct of the T-Rex. So when they do it, they go into the T-Rex nest, because ain't nobody gonna be that crazy with the T-Rex nest. Except this guy and his assistant. So they go into the nest area. They find a baby T-Rex. And they break one of his legs. Which I don't agree with, but it's a man-sized predator. We expect him to do. So they subdue him. They chain him to the ground. And they use him for bait to call for Mama and Papa. And unfortunately, nothing happens. So when all the captured animals let loose, they read among when then Spawn and the crew set them free. And they also took away the weapons and the ammo from the other guys. So basically, they set them loose. The dangerous man-eating animals, they let them loose. But they take away the only way of defending themselves. Which is really sadistic. It's right now. I love Risen in this movie for that reason. So anyway, they end up doing that, and while everyone's distracted, Vince Vaughn and the others take the T-Rex, the baby T-Rex, and then take it back to the RV camper. And then from there, they had daughter Kelly with Ian Benetry, and the safety professor Eddie, and then his famous line, "Mommy is very angry," and then the two people take the T-Rex back to the car, back to the RV, and then Mommy and Daddy are looking for the baby, and it turns out that they do have the same maternal instinct as the primate. So what happens is Julia Moore and Vince Vaughn fix the baby T-Rex leg, and then it goes back to Mommy and Daddy. And then they leave the area. But then they come back and they push the RV camper off the edge of a cliff. Now, this is a very stupid idea to bring in a big ass RV camper, a double connected RV camper with two large sections there connected by low flexible section, and they park in there goddamn cliffside. And that's really stupid. That's a really dumb idea. And what's even worse is that there doesn't appear to be any type of road or path for this beast of an RV to get to from the forest. How did they get there? I have no idea. Unless it must be like movie magic or something. So anyway, they show that, and then the T-Rexes push it off the edge, and with two people inside of it. So then you have Goldblum have to go back and get them, and then they end up being pushed over the edge together, all three of them. And then Eddie comes back down from the treehouse of horrors. And then he, Jeff Goldblum was over in the car when he got pushed over. So then Eddie's gotta go there and save the asses. And he gives him a rope, and he puts the car with a cable to the first trailer. To the actual motor portion of the RV pair. So it's really epic where he does this because he's trying to prevent the RV from going over the edge, from the bus from going over the edge. And it's the camper rising up, and it's gonna go over the edge because the weight of the trailer being pushed over the edge, and the camper go over the edge too. But Eddie, like the little engine that could, prevent from forward to back, and then he needs the car go in reverse and keep the camper from going over the edge altogether. That and the fact that Sarah ends up falling the rear window and making everything crackle. And you think that her weight will be able to go over the edge, but no, it's too late for that. Until a pack of something or other fall on top of the glass and make it go fall out right when she's grabbing the edge. Anyway, I have two questions about that scene. Okay, even though it's awesome and everything, what is that camper van that ever go up like that? You know, why doesn't it fall like the other trailer did? And second of all, how is it that Eddie was able to use a car to pull back a temporarily a double trailer camper? That doesn't make much sense. I mean, I'm sure the car would be better off if it were able to carry just one of those campers, like half of it. But they want to make another one of them. We're still in the van jokes. We're still in the car jokes from the first movie, but carry over because they're bigger and better. So anyway, one of the T-Rexes comes back, and he actually tried to eat Eddie while he's backing up the car. And even after the T-Rex eats the roof of the car, Eddie is still very violently trying to defy it, but not giving up until he eats himself the reverse gas, and the camper, the double camper, and the car fall off a cliff and blow up. Now it's funny how this happens because when the people go through the RV boat trailers and the car floats next to it, they aren't touched at all. They're not even scratched. And what's even more amazing is that when the car blow up on the bottom of the cliffside, they're not hit by any debris going back up. So anyway, that's a pretty good, cool way to throw death. But by the time that they reach the top of the rope, the bad crew end up surviving and helping him out. And you don't even do anything, really. Anyway, that's kind of the mirror for what happened with the figure source in the beginning of the movie. More in the beginning of the movie. But we also get a cameo from two kids from the first one. They're like, I don't want to be in this movie. The first one was Good Enough with Us. wouldn't want to go through that ever again. Unless the lawyer gets eaten alive on table again. Which is really funny. Especially because I have two lawyers in the family. So that'd be real fun. I wonder what they think of this movie. That first scene from the first movie. I should ask them that. So anyway, they end up going to join forces with the bad guy group, and that's where we get chasing friends with the guys being chased by a T-Rex. One guy actually gets crushed underneath the feet of the T-Rex, which had to be kind of embarrassing, you know. If I want to be in a monster movie, in a dinosaur movie, I want to get eaten by the dinosaur. I want to be crushed by him or ran by him or something. I want to give the guy cavities. So anyway, this is actually kind of a weird thing from the movie. And the reason why I think it's weird is because in the first movie it said, "Oh, we have a T-Rex." That's Mr. Barrow. He was saying, "Oh, we have a T-Rex," and we clocked him at 50 miles an hour. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but I'm a stupid American, so I just assume that the whole world does 50 miles an hour. Anyway, and if the people cannot fight him, I doubt it very much that the T-Rex is going 50 miles an hour. It could always be that a T-Rex can only reach 50 miles an hour if it's a straight run and no obstacles and stuff. But there were parts in the run where they were a pretty straightforward and wide area to run in. So that kind of defeats the purpose. But that's a wicked dino expert dying from a snake, where you study dinosaurs for your whole life. You know everything there is to know about dinosaurs. So I wouldn't think that a snake would creep you out that much. A dinosaur really isn't that far-fetched from a snake. Besides the point, I believe that was a milk snake or a king snake. And last time I checked, those are harmless. And even there are those type of snakes, I'm sure you could probably get them where they have no poison glands in them. So that will kind of defeat the danger. So anyway, they have it where the dinosaurs chase out the guys, and let me see here. At one point, Bebop the Floyd wants to shoot the dinosaur to get mad at danger, but it turns out that Vince also stole the ammo during that breakout scene with them getting free and stuff. I also feel like that could also be a reference to the 95 Street Fighter movie with the change the channel reference. That could be in which they were in a tent and Zangief flying change the channel to get rid of danger. So anyway, so Pete ends up taking a lot of tranquilizer dart for veterinary purposes. And loads in the gun and then takes one in his mouth as an extra shot to take down the big guy dinosaur. Maybe it's a mama, whatever you call it. So, two things about the scene. This is real wise to take a glass dot for a tranquilizer and put that in your mouth. Because any pop or any type of disturbance, that thing will be broken in your mouth. You will have clogged straws in your mouth, and you will also have tranquilizer in your system. So that probably wouldn't be a very smart idea to do. And plus, like, I gotta love all they must have made by the True Pride because they have like feathery back so like the way I could for my doll from a blowgun or something. So anyway, that's kind of funny. Anyway, he uses one of the dogs to take down the big T-Rex, whether it be the mommy or the daddy. Anyway, I have another question about that. We're not this big. Containing all the fluid or the liquid. Of course, I'm just talking about the liquid part. The real deal would be this one, but just, I'm just pointing out the liquid carrying part. Would that be enough to take down T-Rex? Or two of those be enough for T-Rex? Because those things would be more soup for a big animal like a moose or a bear. In case you haven't realized it, the T-Rex is just a tiny bit bigger than a bear. Okay? Now also, I believe that all the dinosaur sound effects were made by one man, and that'd be Peter Welker. Frank Welker, I mean, from Scooby-Doo as Fred Jones. Which is really something special because almost every animal you can think of is voiced by that guy. Beast Boy, eat your heart out. So anyway, they have a bee pop boy begging the big dinosaur he wanted. And I think that's in his part in the movie. God rest his soul. He was so excellent in every reason. Even in James and Time Page. So in any case, everyone's tired, they're all cranky, and some of them eat a squash till the morning. And you want to get off this goddamn island full of these motherfucking dinosaurs. So, they end up trying to go to the command center again, on site, on the main communication area. And then you get all the nostalgic area like the vehicles and the architecture of the visitor centers. And then you also have to cross by the Velociraptor spot, which is really nice because now that they were freed, this island, and I'm assuming the first island too, became like a nature preserve for the dinosaurs. So they're free, they can do whatever they want, pretty much. And I like the way they portray them as predators. They gotta sneak in the grass and high grass and stuff. And it's really nice that they always have them be like little snakes in the grass, like as they line them them sneaking in the grass, and it's so awesome. You see a few people get picked off of the back in the human line, and that's really something nice. And what's nicer is that there's a black guy at the end of the movie, at the end of the line, that is shocked and surprised by this big giant raptor that comes out and jumps on him and crushes his bones and stuff. But if you notice carefully, you see that this guy is turned around and is shocked. And then right after he does all that, then the raptor comes up and jumps upon him, rather than vice versa. And beside the point, I would think that the raptor would be quiet up until the last possible second, if at all. So I don't know why this guy is so wrapped up about. Anyway, the buffet's almost over as they make it to the main area. Jeff Coburn was supposed to be eaten up, and so the two women with him, Kelly and Sarah. And you could make a good like me joke here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna speak that low. But one of the raptors wanted to eat Jeff Coburn up, and I like the way he pecks his way through the window, make the hole bigger and stuff. I don't know why he doesn't just kick it or something. But I like the way they have Kelly and Sarah digging under the fence indoors under the wall, and right when Sarah says all clear, and then she tried to help Kelly under there, and then when the raptor says, "Guess who? Guess who wants to have dinner?" And they climb up the wall, and then Jeff Coburn comes into the place too. It's really funny the way he goes indoors, and then after this goes through the window, and he goes back outside, and then he goes back inside and all that. It's funny how he's trying to be gingerly about it. The raptor's like, "No, I'm gonna force my way through it." So anyway, they have all three in the house, in the room, one big happy family, and the raptor is trying to get up on the Julian Moore's level. So Sarah wants to show off her gymnastic skills. So then she do like one around all my pipes, and says, "Hey you!" And then she slams her legs into the raptor, and then the raptor go into the grate outside, and fall on the ground onto the shop, taking it by killing it. So there are a few things wrong with this part. Number one, hey you, like the raptors are gonna listen to it. Number two, how would the raptor know what to look for or who to go to? For we know it could be just under the human. Hey, you get over here. So yeah, it's really fun with the girl ended up killing the dinosaur, and it was really the way Sarah fell down. It was very interesting the way she fell down the lampshade, and then she fell out the door, and then she ended outside with the other two, Ian and Kelly, and they helped her out to the helicopter, which Vince will call for. And we're only done with this movie. So then we got the rest of it, where they escape with the other survivors that didn't meet for the raptors, other things in there, and go to San Diego. Where in the world is called San Diego? That's a good show, by the way, on Netflix. So then, they go into America now. They're coming to America. And now the baby is already at the San Diego Park. Getting medical attention, being drugged up and tranquilized. And then you got the big mama coming into the park by a big cargo ship. And then you realize where you have this because the dinosaur ship is coming over to the place, the port there, but I ain't slowing down. And so that's the alarm bells. And Ian Malcolm says to everyone, we need to go now. Because you know that something's happening on the ship. And that when they come up, when they do get to the port, come up for a full blast. It actually reminds me of that part with she teach Marin in Ghostbusters 2 with the Titanic coming to port. And it really reminded me of a little bit of that too. But anyway, the ship built into port, but without damaging the port or without damaging the ship itself, which will become important later when it goes back to sea. And then it goes to then go onto the ship to discover what went on. And it turns out that the captain and his spouse on the ship were eaten by the dinosaur, the big T-Rex. Now it's kind of funny actually that when they go into the captain quarters, the bridge, they actually see everything is intact and fine. There is no captain on board. He was eaten, but his hands were still put. So you see the hands, assuming the ship like going like something might put in an aquarium. So it's real funny that this big giant dinosaur was able to kill the captain on the boat without actually disturbing anything else. I could see that happening if it was the baby doing it, but the big guy can't see him doing that. So anyway, they have I like this part too with the cargo hold, the doors not opening right in front of columns and stuff. And when the guy is opening it up, and then Ian's like, no, don't do that right away, don't do that. It's kind of like a metaphor for this whole movie franchise, in that when you have the power and you release it, there's no going back. You can't put it back in the ball or in the box again. It will always find a way to fuck it over. And if you don't be careful, you'll be on the menu next. So the thing is out, and then he ravages everything, and in the San Diego they Texas. And it's quite funny that when the cops are called to take care of the problem, they run away. When they see when they see a 50-foot dinosaur going around a T-Rex, I'm like, nope, I'm going away. I don't want to be bothered with it. Now, I would like to see that's in the modern times. I would like to see the Ice Troopers go up against a dinosaur with that. You know, they got big and tough, shooting tear gas every which way. You know, children, rubber bullets at priests and all that. I would like to see them shit themselves whenever they fought a real threat, like a 50-foot dinosaur. That would be something funny. You'd be like, nope, my master said that'd be an easy job. But no, that'd be real funny to me. So anyway, they show that, and then they also show Sarah and Ian going up the baby. Try to load the big dinosaur back. And it's so good. And go to the street yard to get water from the pool because them to be thirsty. But the funny thing is that when with the chlorine in the water make it distasteful to a T-Rex, or would it make it so that it would kill the T-Rex by poisoning it, or something or other. Not only that, but wouldn't make it so that, you know, it's got water over there, it's got water in the ocean. So why go to the swimming pool into a dog too? It'd be like my turf. And the dog runs away like a little baby. And I love the way the parents are like, the aquarium is like doing nightmares and stuff. And all this stuff made up. And the kid's like, oh, there's a dinosaur in my room. There's a dinosaur outside my window. And then when parents go see it, they're like arguing about stuff. And then the kid shows up when the dinosaur is, and they're like, okay, maybe Junior was right. Unfortunately, the dog died. And they had the dinosaur chasing a bus full of people. And then smashing it with head. He used head smash. I like to think that was a reference to the movie Speed. And they also have a thing for a poster with also saying as King Lear, which is awesome. And then the bus London's wit. So then it's this guy now it's random guy ran into was trying to get away from the dinosaur, and this weird guy, I know what he is, like he's like a producer or something about to do with the movie itself. So they put him in there. He actually died pretty heroically. He died by getting eaten, and then by getting thrown around and then eaten by the dinosaur behind the car. Very much like the dinosaur that Laura got eaten out the can from the first movie. I like to think where he puts him down, make it easy anyway, and just crunch, and eats them up. Very good. By the way, I wonder how many animals that they can eat before it's like time for a nap. So anyway, they move on from that, and then Sarah and Ian do get the baby dinosaur. And meanwhile, there's a nerd guy in there, nerdy because he got glasses on, who was on the island with all the survivor list. You know, you would say, okay, wait, so letting them go, with the dinosaurs can go, count my blessings that I survived and stuff. But no, guys, I'm pushing more and more. He wants the agents to shoot the puppet dinosaur with my mom, so he can keep the baby as a type of attraction. So the two adults get the baby back. The way Ian said to everyone, you gonna shoot me, I'm gonna take the baby now. You gonna shoot me? The proper answer is yes. That's not your property. You're going down, getting your hand on knees. Buster, I don't care who you are. You're going down. But apparently Jeff Goldblum still retains the ability to chew up food and then spit it out, like in the fly. So that's how you probably get out of it. Must be real fun to get our park tickets with. So anyway, they run throughout San Diego with the baby dinosaur in the car, and the big dinosaur knows who they are from the past, and it's like, I'm coming for you next. So then they get this big chip and stuff, and the nerdy guy like trying to go back and get the dinosaur and stuff, the little baby dinosaur, the baby T-Rex. Very smart idea. Yeah. So they decide to go in there after he goes in there after the baby, and the other two people dive off the boat just as the big dinosaur is coming for him. So they show that he's very meanly trying to get the baby, and the mother sees this. He's like, no, you're not getting away from this. And then he tries to go up the stairs, and the mama said, nope. So then he yanked the leg out from the guy, pulled him down, and then the baby ends up trying to make a snack out of him. And I can't help but think that the mama seeing the baby say, oh, look, babies just kill. They grow up so fast. And that's how that happens. Julie Moore takes the same type of tranquilizer weapon that Pete Popperfoot was using to shoot the big T-Rex before the cops get there and shoot him for good. So it's kind of like a different change of character in that she would never use guns against these mid-sized creatures until she found how big of a threat they were to everybody in San Diego and the world at large. So he managed to slam the door on them. In the meantime, he shoots the tranquilizer at the T-Rex, puts him down in the nappy time. While the guy's getting mauled by T-Rex Jr. So, cops can't shoot him. So after everything is done with, they end up sending the dinos back to the island, escorted by the U.S. Navy. And then after they get done with that, they can go to Venezuela. Because we hear that our president wants to have beef with Venezuela. So anyway, this movie is so fun. They showed a bunch of new things in dinosaurs, like Stegosaurus, that random dinosaur, that dinosaur with the pompadour, like they said. They got new vehicles, which I remember that they made toys out of course, and they made new things. There were some questionable things, like the fact that the dinosaur was able to kill all the crew on the ship, but then go back in the cargo hold with no problem and lock the door behind it. And then there was the fact that about Kelly doing the gymnastics thing, killing the raptor that way, and the fact that he put goddamn pterodactyls in the end of this movie. The packaging for that thinking you would see your favorite dinosaur, you get to see PP on there, but no, everyone was just a sharp tooth, and also yeah, this movie wasn't very accurate to anything that Michael Crichton wrote. I don't think that Michael Crichton actually wrote a book for this one. He might have, in a rush to the movie, but I don't think there was anything official for the movie. I could be wrong, but I think he just made the book because they wanted to make a movie out of it. Anyway, I enjoyed this movie a lot. Even this is red to show carnage and death. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed my little bonus video for Halloween month on Jurassic Part 2, The Lost World. Did this for Halloween month of October in 2025. I get this thing. Happy face. So cool. The animatronics and the special effects on this movie were top notch. Definitely worth it. And some CGI was just short. I enjoyed the movie. I don't know why everyone gives it crap. Everyone likes to give it garbage. I enjoyed it enough. But yeah, if you guys like what you hear, want to see more on my channel and stuff, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on my videos by calling or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or you can follow me on Twitter or X at PMelsonPro. And my email is jjsviewings@gmail.com. So remember, guys, I was looking at Alexa 2 movies. I would definitely consider the Jurassic Park movies to be like the Alien movies, and like the Terminator movies to be horror movies, because they deal with monsters that want to ancient and can be negotiated with or talked to. They didn't want to eat you up like the aliens. And it really did exist, so that brings a little bit of natural history to it too. And besides, who took on dinosaurs? I mean, besides when the Congress right now, but that's besides the point. Anyway, peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, you cool guys in Land. Happy Halloween. And arrivederci. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.